Avast, ye scurvy dogs, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command. Orion Pirates, spotted Captain Tirek, the light cruiser necromancer, as we continue our campaign against the Tigerheart cartel hidden inside of Lyran's space. But here they are, and we are busy making our way through them. So without much further ado, let's double check to make sure our supplies is ready to rock, and let us set out into space to attempt to wipe out this cartel. That is the one and only plan that we have. And should we accomplish it, well, then we all get to go home and be rich, or something to that effect. You've been assigned the task of patrolling sectors, important job, so it's the Enigma mission, which apparently that's the name of the ship. There's a random ship in the middle of the map. We go up to it, we steal whatever they have on board, and then we run away, or destroy whatever's here. Possibly both. We do have a fairly decent ship now. Losing our last heavy cruiser was probably the best thing that happened to us, quite honestly, because it gave us a much more advanced vessel. This happened to us too back in the Federation campaign. One of our ships got blown up and we were given a better ship. Mainly because the ship that got or was it the Gorn campaign? It was some campaign where we were in a really old vessel and eventually it blew up and we got something better. And yeah, that's exactly what's happened here. We may have gone from a heavy cruiser down to a light cruiser, but our shields got better, our weapons got better, and oh boy, it looks like we're squaring off against a heavy cruiser. Let's see exactly what kind of heavy cruiser we got to work with. It's a CCH, so a heavy command cruiser, I assume. And we're going to set up our Fist of God into overload mode. The only thing that prevents it from being the true Fist of God, or Shin Fist of God, or whatever you want to call it, is no doubt the fact that it doesn't have 4 fusion cannons on the single hardpoint. That would make it truly hilarious. Well, we've been talking, we haven't been checking. There's nothing to steal. Really? That is so disappointing. Someone already picked you dry. Alright, focus on the heavy cruiser. Let's do this the right way. All weapon select, we're going to get right on top of him and lay on into him with as much firepower as we can possibly bring to bear. We do know that we have a lot of firepower, and assuming we can hit him before the G2 blows up, we can make this first shot uncontested. He's going to turn right on into us, which is perfectly fine. We did fire from a little too far out. I sometimes forget exactly where we're supposed to be shooting from. So we'll pass on through, hit him with a couple more phaser 3s. Didn't actually deal any damage to it, but this will give us a positional advantage when the G2 actually explodes, which should be relatively soon. Although we do have to remember that Lyran ships do have a 360 defensive bubble called the Expanding Sphere Generator. Something we need to avoid. Because, yeah, if we hit that, it can hurt a lot. Victorious is making a port side turn, or actually just turned to port and is now maintaining direction. Hopefully our phasers will be ready for this next shot, because I've got a pretty decent shot here. We're just trying to make sure that we angle right up on here. There we are, pouring the fire in through, getting 26 points of damage on through. And we're in a good position to continue to engage him. He's down to a speed of 8. We are maintaining and pretty much holding here at 155. 156, it's starting to extend because he did pick up the speed just a little bit. We may need to drop back in a little bit just to make sure things go according to plan. Make sure our forward shield is buffed because we're about to need it. Reinforce and full power. Thank you. Increase the speed. We are about to have a punch from the Fist of God ready to go. So now that we're reinforcing the shield with all the additional power, make sure we get within a range of 1 so our weapon is most effective. Unfortunately, he's going to turn away, so it's not his turn. Oh, come on, keep turning so we can get... There we go. Laying on into him, pouring on through. Another 25 damage worth. Cutting through his stern shields, damaging a whole bunch of systems. He's down to a speed of 0. And he's now firing back into us, managing to dent our forward shields, but they did hold. So we are in a really good position. Now pick up the speed, because apparently he just had to drop to a speed of 0 to reset his targeting computers. And another one of our fingers is going to be ready to punch him very shortly. So we can't afford to allow him to get out in front of us, or we need to keep him out in front of us. But we can't afford to let him pull away from that position, because as long as we can hold him right here, we can deal all kinds of wonderful damage to him. Got another Gatling phaser ready to shoot, and fire that Gatling phaser. He did knock out our forward shields, which is an interesting choice. We are going to turn directly away from him. He only has disruptors on that forward arc, so I'm not quite sure what he's planning on doing here. He did knock out one of our phaser 3s, which is not tremendous. We're going to drop a mine, we're going to drag him into it. This is a strategy that I think is going to backfire on him. So we've managed to get a decent amount of damage on through. Keep more power, more engine power. Just drag him into the mine. There we go. There we go. Just another nice little 10 easy free damage onto him. And we're just going to sit here. I'm reasonably content to sit here and just blast away into him. Because we're going to pound through his shields. He's not going to be able to stop us from doing that. And heck, we may even want to reinforce the stern shield just for extra giggles. So reinforce that, and all phasers fire to the stern. Knock him out a bit. We are missing a couple of our phaser 1s, and now he's taking out my forward shield. So not happy about that. We'll dump another mine into him and drag him back into it. Let's get some repair work done, because we have allowed him to chip away at our systems quite a bit. And he pulled away from the mine, but not enough to save him. And let's do a high energy turn. Let's finish this guy off because I'm fairly certain we've got him dead to rights here. Both of our, or one of our Gatling phasers is ready to go here. Turn right on into him, all up and select. We're just gonna pull the range in nice and tight so that we get the best shot we can possibly get with our fusion cannons. And there we go. That's what we're looking to do. When you unload with fusion cannons at the right range, you will have wonderful results. 60 damage did manage to smash on into him. He's down to a speed of 1.5. I assume he's not going to try the tractor nonsense again. It didn't really work out for him all that great the last time. We'll continue to plink away at him with a couple of our systems. The fusion cannons are almost ready to go. So wonderful. Repairs are almost complete. And we'll go reinforcement to this shield here. And wait for the phasers to regenerate because I think we've got him dead to rights here. I think he's done for. Yep, fusion cannon is now fully fixed and ready to go. Continue to turn just a little bit. Didn't need it. The phasers were more than capable of wiping out everything that he possibly had. So good show, everybody. Although, to be fair, we did get a free shot in. Although I still think we would have won, we just would have had to use engine doubling. I was really trying to avoid it because I wanted to save repair parts and time, but we ended up having to use them anyway. So we'll pop up back here to sort of the planet that we've been operating out of. We're at 3807. Which is a pretty decent amount. A BC-2 is a couple of missile racks, we don't care. Doesn't have enough of them to make them worthwhile. I mean, that would be enough if you were just hunting down, like, small ships, but not full-on combat vessels. 2 fusion cannons, 8 phasers, no thank you. I want something substantial, something powerful. Something that'll make the enemy stop and go, ooh, shouldn't engage him. Unfortunately, not seeing anything just like that, so we will go to the supply yard, fix the 64 points of energy or damage that was taken, give us a couple more spare parts, and apparently a few Marines died on that. They were standing next to the exploding consoles. Always a mistake. So let's pick up another mission. It is an anomaly mission. Why, game? Why you do this to me? I hate this mission. You hate this mission. Everybody hates this mission. And yet it is here. So hit that red alert, increase that speed, and there's a heavy cruiser off in the distance, and it is a pseudo-frigate carrier. Do we want to fight him? Do we honestly want to fight him? Here's the thinking that's going through my head. Every time that anomaly kicks on, we're down. We have to stop, we lose all power systems, and we're damaged, which is doubly worse for us because suddenly that affects our engine doubling at the same time. Every time he shuts down, he also has his pseudo-frigates, which he can rely on. That's not really working for me. And we have another vessel. It's a frigate. No. No, this is not a fight worth fighting. Kick on the engines, guys. We're out of here. This is not a fight I am at all interested in getting involved in. Maximum speed of time, and just get the heck out of here. We'll stay away from the anomaly and say, hey, we scanned it, we're good, whatever. But it is not worth sitting here and just damaging this ship for no reason. And that's exactly what would happen if we decided to do it. Target is now out of range. Hopefully we'll get away from the anomaly before... Yep, it's affecting... Oh, yeah, there it goes. Now it's affecting us. Stopping us right before the edge of the map. And we just have to sit here now. Even at speed of 11, it's frustrating and annoying. Because we just sit here and do nothing. Come on, just give me my engine power back. Nobody is actually interested in this. There we go. Full power, full power. Just get off this bloody map. We are at maximum speed of time, maximum speed of the engines, and we now have to spend a repair point to fix the engine because it's been dented by the anomaly. All around, this is just a frustrating mission that nobody likes. Don't know why the creators put this mission in here. It's not fun. Will we drift across the line? Please, come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh boy, this is annoying. We are literally standing on the opposite side of the line from where we get to warp out and escape the mission. Now let's get out of here properly. Yeah, can you imagine having to fight a heavy cruiser that had an additional 2 to 4 pseudo-frigates just drifting around us, plinking away while we lost all engine power? It's not worth it. We would have lost. 364 prestige for getting away. Interesting. I'll take it, though. Unfortunately, it's not going to help us actually capture the planet. We're not to 4,069 prestige, and we're a Commodore. Nice. So we have been promoted quite a bit. We are now a flag officer. We can command multiple ships. We could always do that, but you know, it's more officious now. So 32 points of damage and a repair part were spent in that mission. So it is definitely balanced off by the bonus prestige that we earned for that. So let's pop over here and go on the mission that isn't there. Okay, we'll pop back here and go on this mission. A surprise or first or scouting mission. I prefer the scouting missions just because you don't find yourself in a position where you didn't kill enough things fast enough and now all hell's breaking loose. Although you do find yourself in this position where you're staring down a dreadnought and going, oh my god, what do we do? Luckily, we don't have to actually kill him. He's a C9KR, which is a significantly powerful ship, don't get me wrong. But we only need to get close enough to him, scan him, and then run the heck away. So we'll go to red alert, or yellow alert. We're going to buff this shield to full power, just so that we can, bounce off his damage. We're going to start the deep scan. That way, by the time we actually make it to him, all things will be safe. We're going to look at him, say hi, and then leave. And that's the plan. It's a good plan, I feel. I feel it's a very good plan. Happy to be a part of this plan. So, now we're just going to have to get close to a dreadnought. There is somebody in Pirate Command who is not happy with me. Not that I can blame them. We have lost quite a few ships, but this seems a little uncalled for. Okay, here he comes. Wow, he's just coming in full bore here, isn't he? Let's turn away from him so that we can just extend the period of time where once we hit at maximum range, we'll be good. Come on, start scanning, start scanning. Tell me you've got the information that you require. You got the information you can require. We may disengage. Turn off that deep scan. Set all power to the stern shield now. We don't need forward shields at all. We are running. And we are currently outrunning him at a pace of almost 10. Although he has started to turn into us and picking up the speed. Let's hope we can get on out of here. More speed, please. More speed, please. Disruptors are going to make this kind of difficult. Because disruptors, annoyingly enough, are really accurate. Especially against fleeing targets who have weak stern shields. So we gotta hope that we make it outside of a range of 30 if we really want to be safe during this escape. Tempted to drop a mine, but I'm hoping I won't have to. I want to make this as cheap as possible a mission to get through. I mean, we're still going to take damage from this mission, because apparently pirate ships, whenever they go out, take automatic damage. But yeah, we're hoping to mitigate that as best as we can. So he is still accelerating up to speed. We're not quite out to a range of 30. We're not going to make it to a range of 30. He is going to zero us out probably at around 20. So he's up to 29, he's approaching 30.1 or 31, and not quite there. We're still pulling away, slowly but surely, and hopefully that'll be enough so that he can't actually hurt us. Let's bring up the map, just see how much distance we're traveling towards a corner. Oh, we couldn't have possibly picked a more difficult escape route, could we have? So we're just going to sit here and slowly take all the plinking damage that he can deal. So yeah, this is... Yeah, I'm currently blitzing out episodes right now. I'm going to be gone pretty much all of next week. I'm going to Adepticon to have lots of fun and play Warhammer and... yeah, play Warhammer. Hoping to win, planning to win. Probably won't win anything super big. Won't go to day 2 of the tournament, but I am hoping to have a good showing during day 1. Definitely looking forward to it, and to make sure that you guys have content while I'm gone, I am recording a lot of episodes in a row, so that I can make sure that everything is up every single day, which is something that I kind of wanted to do. Also, while I will be at Adepticon, it will be the 1-year anniversary of us starting this Starfleet Command sort of thing. Last year, I think March 22nd it was, we started our first Federation campaign, and it will be the 1-year anniversary of it then. I think we're getting close to the edge of the map. Yep, there it is. So, yeah, we're about to hit 1 full year of playing this game. It's been through 8 full campaigns and working on the 9th, and hey, we may even finish it depending on how things work out with how quick the pirates sort of die off. Sorry, I'm trying to think, what do we want to do for the next season? I know it seems a little early. We only just recently set out into enemy pirate space to actually cause some damage, but sometimes they lose their territory really quick on us. So I think if we just get a nice lucky run going on, we could take quite a bit of this map in relatively short order. So, still nothing worth buying, and we'll set out on a convoy raid. 4,728 prestige is nothing to sneeze at either. We're starting to get up there into decent amounts for buying battlecruisers and the like. So apparently there's a Marak convoy somewhere out here, and we're seeing a heavy cruiser. The game keeps trying to send us up against heavy cruisers, and I'm not quite sure why. I'll grant you that it's very flattering that you think we can take on heavy cruisers. And in the right circumstances, we definitely can take on heavy cruisers. However, he's a heavy battle cruiser. So, not really just a heavy cruiser. And as far as I'm aware, yeah, we're alone. It's just you and me, and no other people, with a convoy to raid. So let's see if we can't pull this off. We're probably going to have to make use of engine doubling. However, I'm not quite sure how we're going to do it. You're going to have, what, 6 weapon systems? Or 6 missiles? Although, you don't look like you're a MERV variant, so you may just have the 6 missile launchers, so the Gatling phasers could keep us covered. I'm tempted to pull the Gatling phasers out of the number 1 slot. That way we can use them for defense. How much energy do you have in that forward shield? You know what? I don't care. Double it. Let's get more engine power going. Electronic warfare systems, if you do not mind, I want 2 and 3. That way we can just sort of keep a hand on it. We have white forward shields, and you are packing 2 for 5 phaser, or 5 missile launchers, and an additional 4 disruptors. We are starting to take damage from our own system, so we're going to keep right on top of that, because we're going to need this. High life chime, point blank range shot, and wait for it, now! Opened him up, 62 damage got through that forward shield, and we managed to strike him as we go by. And here comes the missile fire. We're going to keep the speed going because, oh, you do not stop against speed 16 missiles. We might be able to beat this battlecruiser, but I'm going to be really, really leery about thinking whether or not we'll be able to actually take the entire convoy along with us. Just keep dragging them away. We don't need to worry too much about these missiles. I may even just straighten out, drop a mine. We're coming in for a decently lined up phaser run here. Although, are you going to be able to do anything? Yeah, he is going to be able to shoot back with his phasers, although we are coming from one of his arcs. Fortunately, our Gatling phasers have now fired, which is not great because I wanted to use them to beef up my DPS. We're going to soar on right on type on him. He did cut through the forward shield, which is not good, but we have knocked out most of his shields back there. Patch that, and I want the Gatling phasers back. I really want these Gatling phasers back. As soon as you can, please. Let's get the reinforcement to the forward port shield side. That way we can sort of hang out on our reinforced shield over here. Luckily, the convoy is heading towards us, so if we finish this off in relatively short order, we may actually be able to take the whole convoy, if we're lucky. The enemy has proven to be wily and difficult to kill. Unfortunately, we are kind of dented here. Our engines should be at 55, and they're down to 48, so not great at all. The Fist of God, however, is ready to fire, so let's curl on in. We got to make sure that we don't go directly in on him, because, well, we have no forward shield, which is kind of worrying me right now, because he should, yep, that's what I was expecting, and then he'll have those hind claws as soon as we get within range. And I do have to bring his forward, oh, he's holding on to me. Okay, we'll open him up like that. Now we'll pull away and hit him with some phaser 3 fire. If I wanted to steal you, how many people would I have to kill? 16. Yeah, that's not happening. Keep patching the engine. Just keep it going. It's very important you keep that engine going. Unfortunately, we're now turning in the wrong direction. We're going to have to curl in tight on this turn to make sure that we can bring up the other side. And here comes all the convoy vessels. How am I doing on defense shift? We're up to a defense shift of 1. Can I push you over to a defense shift of 2? I'm going to try it, because I've got power. You should have power too, because you have, well, no power limits on what you're allowed to do. Keep the repairs going. We're up to 50 energy. And hit him with everything you've got. There we go. Hit him with the Gatling phasers. Did stun a couple of systems. That'll allow us to pass through without taking too much more damage. And hit him with the stern firing phasers. I was expecting his hind claws to shoot back. They did not, which is great for us. The Gatling phaser, one of them didn't fire because we were just out of range when the repairs finished. Just update that screen to make sure that it's fully operational. Yeah, that's everything. We'll keep the repairs going. We're in a relatively good shape. I would like the forward shield to come back sometime soon. And the Fist of God is just about ready to be hitting once again. By virtue of us being able to cheat, we are maintaining a certain amount of status quo here. So we're going to curl on in. He does have his best shield towards us. However, the life chime, we're now sitting on a defense shift of 2. Oh, that's beautiful. So we're in a really aggressive position now. So let's curl on in, make sure that we keep right tight on him. Hit him with the fusion beams. Only 63 damage because we're kind of far away from him than you'd think. Turn. Tractor defenses. Gatling. Okay, tractor defenses off. All weapons, we have no weapons. Interesting. Repair. More missiles incoming. Tractor defense. Armed. I'm going to dump a mine. I'm going to drag them right into it. If they want to keep doing this, I'm going to let them do it. I'm just going to drag them into mines while I do it. So our point defense tractor is enabled, and we did grab him and damaged him at the same time. We got more incoming missiles, which is fine. They're slow missiles, so we should be able to pull away without too much trouble. All up in select. Let's keep getting the phasers in on him. He's down to a speed of 0.5, which means he is not doing well at all. Missiles being picked up by our Gatling weapons, and we're going to curl on in. Hopefully we'll get this final shot into him to kill him. It wasn't quite enough, although he is basically mauled. We've got to move on to this group now. So patch the engines here. Stern firing phasers. Engage with those. He's not dead. How many people do you got left on board? 8. I can't take that just yet. So I want to get this done and over with quickly, mainly because we're taking damage and because we need to really go after that convoy right now. So turn around nice and fast. Line it up right and tight. All weapons select. This is it for you, my friend. He's gone. Alright, engine doubling to off. Repair systems. Keep the repair going. And we just need to catch up to this convoy now. Also, let us make sure that our tractor defenses are off. And we'll shut off electronic countermeasures. We don't need them anymore. So we can get all the engine power back that we require. Fix the Gatling phaser. Fix the phaser 1. And yeah, how much energy I'm currently pouring into a shield? 8. So we can sap all of that to go as fast as we possibly can. So we will be able to make a speed of 31. So we're going to sprint out to the head of the convoy, as we like to do. And how many people do you have on board? 2. Okay. We're probably going to do a drive-by, just pick up everybody and kill them. So taking long-range fire. Select phasers only, because we're going to zip on in here, shoot one at a time, and then Gatling phasers, handling that without too much trouble. Pull on into him. More phasers, if you don't mind. I do have a lot of phasers. They should have opened you up. There we go, Marines. These freighters always seem to be way better armed than I think they should be. Keep the repair going. We do need to get back up to our speed of, or our power of 29. Incoming missile. I'm not too concerned about it. Yeah, phaser 1 unfortunately was expended in order to shoot it down. He has a couple of phaser 3s, which are going to be frustrating because they're going to shoot at us and deal damage to us because we have no forward shield, and our forward shield doesn't seem to want to turn back on for some reason. Let's slow down. All weapons select. Get around to one side of him, and... Oh, did I miss... No, the transporters just weren't ready. So, transporters now, yeah, ready. Now they're ready. There we go. Unfortunately, we didn't beam over enough people. Is the transporter damaged? Yes it is. So it's not at full efficiency. So that's frustrating. How are you doing? It's a 1 for... So our transporter was damaged this whole time, so we're not actually conquering these ships. Unfortunately, incoming missile, we should be fine. It's gonna take a phaser 1 to shoot down, but we will be just okay. So keep coming in on these guys, and we do need to slow down. We desperately need to slow down. We do have a forward shield once again, which is really nice. However, we're not charging the fusion cannons. To be fair, the fusion cannons are currently set to overload, so I would be a little bit surprised. Do we have to chase after you? That's going to be difficult. How close are we getting to the edge of the map? I can't imagine. Yeah, we're getting pretty close. If we had a fighter group, this would be so much better. But we don't. Hi. More Marines. I don't have time to capture, well, any of you. Wow, you're winning. Okay, good. That works for me. He did fire a missile towards me. We did, however, shoot it down. So we're good with that. The fusion cannons are almost charged. We are taking a little bit of plinking damage from all directions. Most frustrating kind of damage. We're going to slow down a bit. Repair works. Hi. Fix you, fix you, fix you. These are important things to have fixed and working on your ship. Unfortunately, we don't have any good shots here. The fusion cannon couldn't even cut through his shields. I'll grant you that we didn't fire from exact point-blank range, but if we figured a range of at least one would have been fine. Unfortunately, it was not. I just want to knock this cargo 15 out, because hopefully it should be vulnerable enough reasonably to just normal phaser fire. Think that, anyway. One freighter has destroyed itself. Will you destroy yourself? Well, soon you'll destroy yourself. So select the target here. Line him up nice and tight. We have a fusion beam, we have a phaser, and if we wait a little bit longer, we'll have another phaser. 19 damage was dealt. Slow down a little bit because I got another 2 phasers about to come online to the target. There we go. Target destroyed. And I do need to sprint out after you. Although I do also need to attack you. How are you doing? You got 2 people on board. So we're down to just 2 left. He's going to cross the line. There's nothing I can do to stop that. So we're going to get most of this convoy, but not all of it. Which is a little frustrating because, you know, we did a good job. Get over Marines. Hi. Okay, sprint for it. And tractor beam. Engage the tractor beam. And hit and run teams. I apparently don't have enough data on you. Begin rotation. Come on, give me information about his tractor beam system. If I can grab you and drag you back onto the map. Nope, he's gone. Alrighty, it's just you and me. And I'm in a bad mood because we just lost a really nice prize. How many people do you have left before this ship is ours? Too long. So I actually do need that tractor beam. So engage the tractor beam. Let's do a hit and run team. Make sure we take out their tractor beam. And yeah, I'm just going to lay into him and hit him with everything I got. So pull on right in here so he cannot get away. And we did not get the tractor beam. Stop rotating. We don't need you to do that. Did we get, yeah, we got the tractor beam. Okay, we can pull him back. So how much longer until you guys are done? You should have him shortly. So let's increase the speed of time as we drag him away. So we did take a decent amount of damage, but to be fair, that was a heavy battle cruiser. Or something akin to it. It did say BCH. To be honest, it didn't feel super dangerous because it only had 5 missiles. And we took out the last of them. So one got away, which is not too, it's not too bad. All things considered, that wasn't so bad. We did get 572 prestige. Wow. So apparently you get more than it if you destroy the entire convoy. We're at 5,300 prestige, which is really nice. Is there anything worth buying, though? An LCL is a large cage monster, right? Yeah, so it's just 4 Hellbores and no shields. I want something like... Where are all the dreadnoughts? Like, okay, so... Where's the, where are our DNHs? Because I'd be willing to buy one of these. This would be a really nice ship to have. 6 missile launchers, 2 PPDs, and 2 Hellbores. That'd be a really nice ship. It came out in 2280. That was 3 years ago. But I don't see any. We got small SGS, small sun glider, a small space shell. That's the disruptor one. An LR3 frigate. A double raider here. We've got another double cruiser. A double battle raider. OFT, which I'm assuming is a freighter. Yeah, trader. A free traitor praetor. Free traitor trader. An LR3, a BRR2, nope. CV, there's just nothing here. Where are all the good ships, game? It keeps giving me large cage monsters, but I want, like, a dreadnought. I can probably afford it soon. Well, apparently not. So we will repair all that, buy a whole bunch of repair parts, because we did spend quite a few of them. Buy a whole bunch of Marines, because we keep sending them to their death. Game, that shouldn't be the case for pirates, but whatever. So another 189. The mission paid for itself. And then a little some. We're up 5,002 prestige now, and currently working on knocking out the Tiger Heart. Well, that's going to do it for today's episode. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.